You know, judicial officers in the country might be in for some good times. President Bola Tinubu has signed his first piece of legislation, thereby bringing uniformity to the retirement age and pension rights of the officers. As it is, judicial officers are now to enjoy the same benefits and emoluments enjoyed by their related colleagues. The new helmsman, while signing the amendment bill into law, pledged his administration's dedication to strengthening the judiciary, ensuring the rule of law, and empowering judicial officers to execute their responsibilities effectively. Now, the first stroke is half the battle, they say. But then, let's go on a commercial break. We should be back. All right, Emeka, so judicial officers have the good times. They are here.
Yeah, it's been long expected that the judiciary should be given independence. The judiciary should be given its pride of place. So that if we're talking about
incentivized,
yes, if we're talking of an independent judiciary, if we are saying that judges should be impartial, they should be above board. They, like Caesar's wife, should be above board. They should be above reproach. Their judgments should be such that we can find we don't find corruptibility in those judgments. I mean, there was a book that was so popular with the secondary school, The Incorruptible Judge.
Yeah.
Don't forget that book. I read that book very clearly, and it was one of the books that actually helped me in life in terms of molding values. So it's a good one. It's a good one, but that this thing came at this time, you know, it's a number of things happened towards the end of Buhari's tenure, but well, we're happy.
Sometimes you wonder, wonder if there's a wrong time to do a good thing, and the other way.
There can be a wrong time to do a good thing, because don't forget when DSS raided judges' quarters.
Yeah, the reported sting operation.
Yes, the sting operations, and people were saying that, okay, look at the salaries of judges, even Supreme Court justices. Why not do something about their salaries, their emoluments, their conditions of service, so that if you have to now take steps against any perceived acts of corruption, then you will be operating on you will be operating on the premise that truly these people, yes.
It's also talked about the tools of trade for the judges.
A lot of things. Judges still record, they still writing in longhand and all of those things. I thought by now we should have gone beyond some of those things. Judges should be given their pride of place.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that before the last administration left, that it was one of the bills, for the amendment of the 1999 Constitution, the last amendment, was one of the bills that was signed by President Buhari before he left. And so this consequential act was signed by President Tinubu. Yes, it's good. I think also the states should do their own.
Yeah.
States should do their own. Because part of the alteration was actually independence for the judiciary, financial independence for the judiciary, financial independence for the state assembly. I remember the former governor of a state.
For local government.
The former governor of a state, I won't mention the state, who was saying, no, that, right in front of, we visited, there was something he went to do with judges. And he was saying, no, that the judiciary doesn't need financial independence. That anything they want, they should come and ask us. We'll get it for them. I was shocked. I said, the governor, this man, somebody people think, should know better. Why is he talking this way? But I'm happy that...
Even though he swore to uphold the Constitution.
That is it. So I hope the states too will follow up. So that the specter of poverty hanging around judges, magistrates, area judges and all of that will be pushed away. So that these people, these respected officers of the law, can perform well.
Jide would admit that how we treat our judges will go a long way in giving us the kind of judiciary we have in society, how we treat them.
Yes, I I am against the dichotomy that this law unifying the retirement age of judicial officers has created. I am also against the fact that magistrates are not even seen as judicial officers. Magistrates, this law now ensures that all states' high courts, Sharia Court of Appeal, the Customary Court of Appeal, Federal High Court, FCT High Court, the National Industrial Court have joined the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court in having their retirement age pegged at 70. The magistrate court is still 60, the magistrate court. And magistrate courts actually do much more work than judges
the higher court, really?
in other courts. They are the ones who handle the very common offenses: assault, stealing, malicious damage, illegal entry, affray, manslaughter, traffic offenses, and even environmental offenses, and offenses like, okay, you took you borrow money from me, 5 million.
You have not paid.
And you've not paid. Nobody would take something as little as that to the High Court or Federal High Court. It is still these guys who handle such cases. Now, we didn't think that
we should capture them.
We should also include them. I hope and pray that in future, because in the first place, it was only the appeal court judges and the Supreme Court judges that were accommodated in the first time it was moved to 70 years.
Of age, yeah.
Now we've seen High Court judges, Federal High Court judges, Customary Court of Appeal judges join them. You know, the so-called courts of record, they are now accommodated. So somebody needs to look at the magistrate courts, the burden of work that these guys are saddled with, and the fact that what is the qualification, the primary qualification of a judge. You have to be a lawyer by training. They have that training as well. But
that's the magistrate.
Yes, they have that training. They do so much work. You know, it's just like you are talking about in the police. You know, we still have this dichotomy whereby traffic officers, those traffic officers never get to become CP, never get to become IG.
There's a career pattern.
Yes, but they get stunted at some point. It's the new Police Act now. For example, even a woman cannot become IG. The new Police Act, because we've been using the Police Act that we inherited from our colonial masters. The new Police Act has now ensured that dichotomy that ensures that a woman cannot rise to become IG is taking off the books. So that, and then this idea of, oh, Emeka offended me, but he's not at home, but his wife is at home. Okay, make her grab the wife.
Yeah.
All of those things removed from the police, the new Police Act, so that we know that if he offends me, I cannot go and arrest his relations. I have to wait. I can only arrest them after I have arrested them. If he is a party to the offense, if they are, if he's a party to the offense, I will only arrest them after I have arrested him. So I believe that our laws, we have to constantly look at our laws. Look at the 1999 Constitution, even as amended, there is still a lot of gaps. There are still many things. The controversy over Abuja now, for example, is needless. The people who frame the Constitution, they are not perfect. But no one would write a Constitution and imagine that a very tiny part of our country will assume what looks like a larger-than-life stature, whereby if you do not win from the needless argument that we have now over a very small portion of our country, I think in the framing of the Constitution, mistakes were made. And those mistakes, we have to constantly
Review them.
review them. These judges, I feel for magistrate court judges, given how much work they do, I believe that in future we should be able to come up with what accommodates them. I thank the president that, yes, one of the bills, one of the last set of bills before Mr. President, he has given, the former president, he has given his assent. I think we still have the NYC one that we talked about here. That one too has not received assent. So hopefully President Tinubu will look at some of those bills and then do something on them. If some of them need to be returned, for them to be rejigged, the executive reserves the right to spot those missing links and ask for them.
These things are necessary, especially at a time we're trying to retool the country.
Yes, honestly, and we need to get everyone on board, make everyone see Nigeria as their country, make everyone be in position to give his best.
Yes, have a sense of belonging.
Yes, that's, look at the dichotomy, the NC, the HND.
BSc.
We've been talking about it for so long. How long will it take to address this problem? And these people are still suffering as a result of it. Some people are stunted in the civil service on account of it. How long will it take to address all of this? And the bill is there. The bill has already been passed. So there are a number of those bills that the executive has to look at and take appropriate steps.
All right.